The number one thing with addiction, speak up. Admit who you are. You need help, you're going to get help. Once you're addicted, your friends change. The people that you used to hang out with who are not involved in doing drugs or whatever, you don't associate with them that much. You don't recognize it, but eventually you realize like, hey, I haven't seen John for a while, but then they are not involved in that. And especially being addicted to crack, it carries a stigma. And rightly so. The friends that I had before, we are friends, but we don't hang out anymore. People that you hang out with is the people that's doing these drugs. Because that's where you want to be. That's who you are wrong. So it takes away from your regular friends. You may see them on and off, but sitting down and having the conversation that you used to do before you started, it don't work like that. It affects family too. Because you see what would happen, you would be out there and you're not going home at a regular time. You might just stay up all night. The worst thing for a person who's on crack is to see daylight. Because that means it's over. Every counselor was an ex-addict. You know, you can go to school as much as you want, but you have to experience that to know it. And then when I started coming to church now, I saw people who I used to hang out with coming in the church and asking for food. I never had that problem because I was from a family that always had food in the house. I remember one morning, I had $2,000 in the credit union. I took a day off of work, tell them I was sick, but I ran up to the credit union to get some money. And the guy told me wait because the vault was. And I bugging him, and he gave me that $2,000. And that was the end of that $2,000. The whole thing about it is you're hanging out with people you don't like and you know they don't like you, but because of that, the only thing that have you all together is that addiction. The number one thing with addiction, speak up. Admit who you are. You need help, you're going to get help. Come into church and believe in what I was hearing because I think it was divine intervention, you know, because they say God could help you and I decided like God could help me. And when I get to know God, I realized I don't really want to hurt God. Because I realized I went from hopelessness to full of hope. And that is, I'll say that is where the church came in. Because I saw the lifestyle of some of the people in church, and I don't know how it was on the inside, from outside, but the lifestyle and the friendship and certain things, it was encouraging. Because you see, as I said, when you're addicted, you're hanging out with people you don't like, and they don't like you either. And the greatest thing that happened to me when in that, I remember I had some money for one of my dealers. I didn't see him for a while. And I was walking down the street one time and I saw him, you know. And he said, hey, what's happening outside there? He said, man, you have a little change for me and like you're hiding. And I said, no, I ain't hiding, you know. To be honest with you, man, I'm trying to get off of this thing. He said, you're trying to get off? I said, yeah. He said, I'll make a deal with you. You see that money you have for me? I don't want it. Don't come to pay. Keep away from me. But if I see you smoking, I want all my money. Coming from the dealer. What? You know? I remember one guy I used to buy from and he said, look man, why you just give me the money, let me sell, and when we make profit, you're going to get the money. But all I'm interested in was smoking. It controls your life. And as far as I said, the church didn't understand. But my relationship with the church, from the way the church used to preach and the sermons and the talking and the singing and the lifestyle, for me, to me, I see that as, wow, that is heaven. I want to be part of that. And because I wanted to be part of that, maybe God could have worked with me. But after about 5 years into my rehab, I tell myself, you know what? I think I could control this thing. When there's a thing in the Cooking Anonymous, it says, one is too much, that's your first smoke, is too much, and 1,000 is not enough. And that one I did, it took me 3 years to come over that. And that is when I recognized the danger and the seriousness in that, not to touch it. Do not keep your addiction secret. It's going to kill you. Admit that you have a problem. Because it's only when you admit that you have a problem you'll be able to get help. And if you look on the streets, most of those people out on the streets, they're not high because of marijuana. They are homeless because of things like crack cocaine. And these guys who sell crack cocaine, they turn young girls into slaves and prostitutes. Because they give it to you free first for about a week. And in a week you could be highly addicted if they keep feeding you with that. And then they put you on the street. Especially for the young ladies out there. Because once they get you hooked on that, and you see you've been getting it free for about a week, but that's just setting you up. And when they see you are addicted now, and you come hanging out and you think it's free, they tell you no, you have to pay. They want the cash. So they're sending you out on the street to make money so you can come back and pay them the money.